class, believe it or not. And that means you'll be seeing more buses on the roads, and you need to follow specific rules as well. Fox 55's Troyce Grant is live this evening from the Fort Wayne Community Schools bus barn. After speaking with safety officials, she joins us now. Troyce, what did they tell you about starting back to school?
Yes, Tara, well, I'm sure a lot of people at home are thinking this is just going to be a regular back-to-school season like any other. But still, nonetheless, there are rules that drivers tend to overlook when sharing the roads. Here's a look at what Indiana State Police and Fort Wayne Community Schools had to say. Just like that, summer break is over for local Fort Wayne school districts. Even if you're not going back to school, this will still impact you as a driver. You're going to be sharing the roads with school buses.
These school buses are transporting our students, our children, to and from each day, and their safety is our #1 priority. So motorists need to understand what the laws are and what the rules of the road are concerning how to operate around a school bus when it's stopped and when it's moving, when it's not moving.
A key indicator is the color of the bus lights.
Your first sign should probably be just the big yellow school bus. That should alert you that maybe we've got children in the area, if not on that bus, at least out on the sidewalks or whatnot. But when the red lights come on, we know we're coming to a school bus stop where we have children standing and waiting.
Fort Wayne Community Schools says parents shouldn't have to worry about late buses or waiting around because this year they're back to a full staff.
Bus driver shortage has been a real issue for many districts, including Fort Wayne Community Schools. This year, though, we're sitting pretty good, and we're confident that we'll be able to get our students to and from school safely.
And right now, the school district is asking for drivers to be extra patient as there are a few zones under construction, so buses may move a bit slower.
Construction zones that, cause a situation, slow down bus transportation, but we also have our transportation safety crews out making new routes if they have to have an alternate route or maybe around some roads that are closed.
Northwest, Southwest, and East Allen County schools all head back to class this Wednesday, and then Fort Wayne Community Schools starts this Thursday. Remember, if you see a bus with flashing lights, please stop. And as always, stay extra vigilant as you share the roads. We're live on Cook Road. Troyce Grant, Fox 55 News.
Troyce, thank you. And just in time for back to school, National Night Out. Free food, a bike giveaway, and a live DJ, all part of the event as the Allen County Sheriff's Department works to connect with our community. This National Night Out celebration locally will take place at the Riverside Gardens Park in Grable. It runs from 6 until 8 o'clock tomorrow night. You'll even be able to see a live canine demonstration. The event is free to the public. And here's a heads up about upcoming traffic tie-ups later this month in downtown Fort Wayne so you can plan accordingly. The city will shut down Main Street between Ewing and Maiden Lane August 15th and 16th, as well as the 19th through the 23rd. This is so they can remove concrete barricades and do some restoration work in that area. Also shutting down for a couple of days, Stellhorn Road between Gagline and Laymeyer Road. This closure will start tomorrow and last through Thursday. Crews will be busy installing a relief sewer. Residents will still be able to get to nearby businesses during the closure. Drivers, you're encouraged to use the detour of Maysville Road, East State Boulevard, and Laymeyer Road. And to prepare for upcoming construction, the city of Fort Wayne is going to host public meetings to go over plans for the Fairfield Avenue and Paulding Road intersection improvement project. Tomorrow's meeting starts at 6 in the evening at the Shawnee Public Library on Knoll Avenue. The idea behind the project is to calm traffic and create a safer and more effective corridor. Bids on the project are expected to start in early 2025. Construction will start in the summer or fall of 2025. Also wanting to hear your thoughts, NDOT. It wants opinions on a proposed plan for the State Road 8 Access Management Project. The meeting is set for this Thursday at Middle Hall in DeKalb County. The doors are going to open at 5:30. The presentation itself will start at 6:30. The idea behind this project is to replace the two-way turn lane with a concrete median. NDOT believes this will cut down on the number of crashes and also improve safety as well as traffic flow on State Road 8. Alliance Healthcare, as well as Headwaters Counseling, are looking to bring access to care for patients in the Fort Wayne area. Headwaters Counseling recently closed, so Alliance is stepping in to fill a void by adding 5 providers who are all served at Headwaters to help support substance use treatment centers. For a list of those providers, you can go to our website, WFFT.com. A big decision coming as early as tonight for Vice President Kamala Harris in her presidential bid. Still ahead when we could learn her pick for VP. Huntertown Heritage Days coming back to Northeast Indiana. Hear what's on tap and when you can head out for all the festivities. Plus, western wildfires causing problems in the Midwest. This week's Weather Wonders looks at the impact in our second half hour.
You're watching Fox 55 News at 5 with Tara Brantley, Brian Miller, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Beverly Perry. This is Fox 55 News at 5.
On the next Young Sheldon.
What is this? The dorm room. It's all yours.
And remember, no parties. That was a joke.
Sheldon's got a room of his own.
Why is his life constantly better than mine?
You have a very nice life.
Yeah, loving parents, blah, blah, blah.
The next Young Sheldon.
Tonight at 11 and 11:30.
So you're experiencing a pest invasion in your home or business. Who are you going to call? Try Billy's Bug Busters. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years experience, Billy's Bug Busters can eradicate those pesky insects, bed bugs, rodents, or other unwanted varmints quickly and safely. Billy's tailored approach uses an exterior prevention protocol that stops bugs dead before they even get inside. Don't wait until it's too late. Call today for a free inspection. Billy's Bug Busters. We go everywhere.
Hi, I'm Dakota.
And I'm Tony, and we're LTD Property Group.
We buy houses for cash.
We're the local guys in your neighborhood,
helping families get a fair cash offer for their home.
We'll buy anything, anywhere.
Inherited houses, foreclosures, bad renter, vacant houses.
Even land, multifamily, and commercial properties.
All with no repairs, no commission.
And we close when you're ready.
Take what you want.
Leave what you don't. We'll handle the rest.
Call LTD Property Group today. Call 777-0244.
That's 777-0244.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
Itch, scratch, must not itch.
Stop the itch sanity with Cortisone 10 for bug bites, poison ivy, and other itches. Cortisone 10 is #1 doctor recommended. It works fast and lasts for hours. Cortisone 10.
Equal Justice, weekdays at 2 on Fox 55.
Yes, school is about to start, but festival season is still underway. And coming up this Thursday, the Heritage Days Festival is back in Huntertown. It all starts with the Miss Huntertown Heritage Days pageant at Lifehouse Church at 6:30 this Thursday. Heritage Days runs until Sunday and features events all day long, such as parades and pie-eating contests, just to name a few things. Also coming up this weekend, Fiesta Fort Wayne. It will take over Headwaters Park this coming Saturday from 10:30 in the morning until 10:30 at night at the Lincoln Pavilion. Fiesta will feature local and regional folkloric dancers as well as food, piñatas, live music, and a lot more. Admission $9 before 5 p.m., $10 after that. Kids 10 and under, they get in for free. On the political scene tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to make the biggest decision of her 2-week-old presidential campaign. She is preparing to choose a running mate, and in so doing, will introduce the new Democratic ticket to voters in several key battleground states this week. Julia Benbrook is in Washington with more.
Vice President Kamala Harris interviewed some of her potential VP picks on Sunday. Two of those top contenders from battleground states, including former Pennsylvania Attorney General and current Governor Josh Shapiro.
The vice president has a deeply personal decision to make. She will make the right decision for her and for the country.
And Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, a retired Navy captain and NASA astronaut. Kelly represents a state President Joe Biden won by just over 10,000 votes in 2020.
Donald Trump wants to drag us back to, his prior administration, which was a bad deal for Americans.
Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, a former high school teacher and congressman, also on the short list. He was one of the first to refer to the top of the GOP ticket as weird, a talking point that has gained traction in recent weeks.
I just am who I am and put it out there. I think this is going to be really important that the best decision and the best for the vice president to make that.
In the final days of the accelerated vice presidential search, Harris was most concerned with what one source close to the process described as the 3 C's: competence, chemistry, and core values.
At the end of the day, it will be who she has good chemistry with and feels like I can lead. I can run a campaign in 95 days and win.
Harris and her VP pick will hit the ground running, crisscrossing the country to visit battleground states. The first stop is Tuesday in Philadelphia. Reporting in Washington, I'm Julia Benbrook.
In another part of the country, Hurricane Debbie slammed into Florida today. Winds torrential. And now, as Laura Aguirre reports, it is tracking up the East Coast.
Debbie roared ashore the Big Bend Gulf Coast in the pre-dawn hours Monday as a Cat 1 hurricane. It weakened midday to a tropical storm, but while the winds may be slowing, meteorologists say it could be one of the most prolific rainmakers in the region's history, having dumped a month's worth of accumulation on Florida already.
We're seeing a bit of a repeat of Hurricane Idalia.
Category 3 Hurricane Idalia slammed into the same area of northern Florida 1 year ago.
Many of the homes are just finishing up their renovations.
Businesses, too, like this resort, newly rebuilt after being destroyed by Idalia, are now flooded again by Debbie's storm surge. The Coast Guard busy offshore, rescuing 2 people trapped on this disabled sailboat off Boca Grande, Florida, Sunday. Forecasters say Tropical Storm Debbie is now churning along at walking speed, expected to drop historic amounts of rain on Georgia and South Carolina in the coming days.
We are at basically zero sea level. We're going to have some real issues.
South Carolina, Georgia, and parts of Florida are all under a state of emergency. Residents are being warned to stay inside and avoid floodwaters as crews mobilize to clean up debris and restore power in Debbie's wake.
That is the #1 way where we will see fatalities, is by people being out on the roads.
I'm optimistic that we're prepared, but again, you never know what's coming down the pike.
I'm Laura Aguirre for Fox 55 News.
In response to Hurricane Debbie, Hoosier help is on the way. Indiana Task Force 1 is down in South Carolina to help out. They left last night in support of FEMA Region 4. The team included 48 members to represent 17 public safety agencies, plus 15 civilians to help out wherever needed, and I'm sure they're glad they're getting that support.
Absolutely. It's actually going to be impacting the entire eastern seaboard. They're looking at very heavy rainfall there. Okay. We are not expecting any remnants from Debbie here locally, but I am tracking a system that will bring us a little bit more needed rain for our neck of the woods. But right now, we're dry, and if you haven't stepped outside, it is steamy out there. A live look on the northern side of Fort Wayne, where we have those puffy cumulus clouds dotted across the sky, and you can kind of see that it's not a sharp blue color aloft in our atmosphere. That is due in part by the fact that we still have a little bit of wildfire smoke aloft. It's not impacting our air quality here. But I mentioned some shower and thunderstorm chances. Here's the system that we're keeping close tabs on. This is going to bring us another round of some spotty showers and even a few thunderstorms as it tracks through the area tomorrow. It's going to be close closer to the afternoon hours. In the meantime, we are dry, quite a bit of sunshine out there, and humidity levels, they are significantly higher this afternoon too. We're talking temperatures right now for many of us in the mid to upper 80s, 88 in Paulding, 87 in Fort Wayne right now. We're coming in at about 86 in Marion. Here are the dew points. This is very soupy air you can wear. We have dew points in about the middle 70s, making it feel very uncomfortable out there. And that's actually resulting in some heat index values well into the 90s. Wabash, you feel like 99 right now as we speak. 95, the heat index in Fort Wayne. Also in Bluffton, we're coming in at a heat index of 96 in Paulding. So if you're going to be out and about, maybe take a stroll this evening, be sure to stay hydrated and take some breaks too, because it's just a hot one out there, my friends. And it is typical for the month of August, but notice our heat index values, they're staying in the 90s, well into the 90s through at least 8 o'clock, and then dropping into the 80s. Notice even through about midnight, still going to be feeling like 81 degrees. So those high humidity levels, they're expected straight into the overnight hours. Future tracker trying to bring up a few pop-up thunder showers. That's really not going to be the case. We're going to keep the forecast area dry throughout the rest of this evening. The pop-up thunder shower chance is going to be closer to about the overnight hours as we lock in and bottle up a lot of this moisture, because overnight lows, they're only expected to fall right near 70 degrees under that partly cloudy sky. So it's going to be a steamy one, and we're also going to contend with a little bit of shallow fog early in the morning because we just have so much moisture bottled up across our area. But I promise you, relief is coming our way. Tuesday, snapshot right around 7 o'clock in the morning, partly to mostly cloudy across the area. Maybe a few stray showers and thunder showers along and north of US 6. The best opportunity for showers and storms closer to 3:30, 4 o'clock on Tuesday. Notice a lot along and south of 30. They're going to blossom as we approach 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening as that frontal boundary crosses the area. Quite frankly, Debbie's going to steal a lot of our moisture out of our area. So that's why we're not expecting a lot of moisture with this system. And then by the time it moves out, that's going to be closer to late evening, overnight. We're going to dry things out and cool things up. Look at this. Wednesday, temperatures in the 70s. Dew points, they're going to be in the low 60s. It's going to be feeling fantastic. And hey, why not keep this stretch going? High temps in the low 80s. We keep the sunshine going, and then look at the weekend. It's almost going to be feeling like fall, Tara.
That looks pretty good for the month of August. All right, Beverly, thank you. Still ahead, labeling a child's behavior in school could be detrimental to their development down the road. We'll explain in a moment. Plus, COVID, it's on the rise again. What to know on protecting yourself on the other side of our break.
The National Weather Service has issued a few severe thunderstorm warnings.
Always tracking
35 miles per hour.
Turn to Fox 55's Severe Weather Team, 5, 6, and first at 10.
What I gotta fix? If I'm not broken, I gotta fix.
Trade in any phone in any condition guaranteed at Verizon and get $800 off the new Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
Kester's Body and Frame Shop in Fort Wayne is your one-stop shop for automotive, light truck, and RV repair. We do it all in our 80,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility. We do accident and collision repair, expert paint work, frame straightening and repair, detail work, and more. Plus, we work with all insurance companies. Let Kester's Body and Frame Shop be your one-stop shop on Highway 30 East. Kester's, large or small, we fix them all.
When you see lots of happy customers, you know it's because they made the right decision. And that decision was going with Centurion Exteriors for their doors and windows replacement. That's because we offer the only true lifetime warranty, including accidental glass breakage, giving you added peace of mind. Call us today for a free estimate. Centurion Exteriors, because your home is your castle.
Casey Shiring, General Manager and Partner at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. By now, you've probably seen our new flag and pole go up. In addition to that, we have the grand opening of the only Wagoneer showroom in the area to better accommodate your experience. we want to welcome everyone into our home and experience the new era of Glenbrook Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
We are so excited for the next era of Glenbrook. Our commitment to providing the best experience and the best pricing is unmatched.
With financing options tailored for every unique situation, there isn't a scenario that we can't overcome. We guarantee you we won't be made on any leasing options.
Lastly, we need all the trades we can get. So our priority is to fill the lot with as many vehicles as possible. So in order to do that, we're going to pay more than any other dealer or auction in the state. And if we can't beat another dealership's offer, we'll cut you a check for $500 on the spot.
So come check out the all-new Glenbrook and experience the buzz all your friends and neighbors are talking about. I promise you won't be disappointed. Or check us out online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Tips from the Nerd's Guide to Fitness.
I think it's great you guys want to get more exercise, but really think sports is the right choice for you? You twisted your ankle playing Scrabble.
The Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory, weeknights on Fox 55.
As you know, getting your student ready for the school year can take a lot of preparation that could help set them up for success down the road. But as Ted Lindner explains, the way educators discipline them could counter that preparation.
It might be hard to believe, but communities around the country are already gearing up for back-to-school season.
Back to school is a stressful time.
But in the midst of backpack giveaways and shopping trips for pencils and folders, some researchers say it takes more than just having the right supplies to succeed, adding, it's critical parents are aware that how kids are disciplined throughout their academic journey can negatively impact their future development.
School punishment is directly associated with later criminal justice system involvement.
Dr. Abigail Novak of the University of Mississippi says damage can be done early on, depending on the way teachers label a child's behavior.
So if children are told that they are bad, they can potentially internalize that label and come to see themselves as bad. They'll sort of think to themselves, oh, I'm bad, so I can only hang out with other kids who are bad. Or I'm a bad kid, so I can't do this activity because that's not for bad kids.
Students who have developed a bad reputation, meanwhile, can also become the target of more biased punishments at school.
You have a child who's been labeled as a bad kid by anybody. If that child is playing with a group of their peers in the hallway and they perhaps are making noise, an authority figure might sort of narrow their vision in on the kid labeled as bad. That can trigger punishments for that child.
But as we head into this new school year, Dr. Novak shares this recommendation for districts nationwide.
Instead of sort of thinking about the child as defiant and how do we punish, thinking about how we are contributing to those child's behaviors and how can we collectively kind of reshape things to make the environment more suitable to the kids' needs.
Ted Lindner, Fox News.
How's this for a comparison? Getting ahead of lettuce at the store versus getting the kids ahead in the classroom. Parents say it's literally come down to some hard choices when it comes to paying bills. A recent study by Intuit Credit Karma finds 50% of parents say they are making sacrifices, buying necessities like groceries in order to buy school supplies for their kids. They have to make the choice, and it can be rather difficult for them to do so. COVID-19 cases, they are on the rise once again in the U.S. The CDC says emergency room visits for the virus have been going up for weeks now, and the most recent data shows the level of COVID-19 in wastewater across the country is high. Mandy Gaither with more of what you need to know in tonight's Health Minute.
Right now, it's the most common COVID-19 variant in the U.S. KP3, a descendant of the Omicron variant, is spreading across the country. And if it's been a while since you've been vaccinated, you may be vulnerable.
Immunity, we're learning, lasts around 4 to 6 months. So keep that number in the back of your mind. That is probably the reason that we're seeing a summer surge as the protection wears off from the last set of shots.
The 2024-25 COVID-19 vaccines, expected to be out this fall, will target the JN1 strain. Because it too is in the Omicron family, experts expect it to provide protection against strains currently circulating. The CDC recommends everyone ages 6 months and older receive an updated vaccine to protect against getting severely sick from COVID-19, especially those who are most vulnerable, including those who are immunocompromised, have underlying health conditions, certain disabilities, and seniors.
Also, there's been a lot of discussion recently about a combination shot, COVID and flu. Maybe you've heard about this. It would be COVID and flu in the same shot. Moderna, the pharma company, had some positive trial results with that combination earlier this summer, but we're learning it's not going to be ready for this fall.
The CDC says it is safe to receive the COVID-19 and flu vaccines at the same time. Experts recommend you get both before the end of October. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Still ahead, wildfires burning out west. How they impact those of us in the Midwest in this week's Weather Wonders, straight ahead in our second half hour. And then later, more expansion of the Puffer Belly Trail. We'll show you yet another phase tonight at 6. Keep it here. You're watching Fox 55 News at 5.
The biggest comedy stars. Love isn't something you find, it's something that you pay for. Wall-to-wall laughs. Star Trek fans prefer to be called what?
By anyone.
America's comedy game show. Funny You Should Ask. Funny You Should Ask. Weekdays at 4 on Fox 55.
The Good Feet Store. Improving people's lives 2 feet at a time.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. Choose from our in-stock selection or design your door your way. Get the 6-panel interior door for only $89.99 after rebate. Menards carries over 120 quick set locks in stock and ready to take home today. This Pismo privacy lock is $19.99 after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
For almost 20 years, the Import Doctors have been the expert automotive repair source for Asian imports in Fort Wayne. We provide you with all the parts and services you can get from the dealership without all the costs, and our work will not void your warranty. Whether you need a scheduled maintenance, a new timing belt, or a new set of brakes, the team of ASE certified and master technicians will provide you with any service your car needs. Come to the Import Doctors on North Clinton Street for the best prices and service.
Transform your home with new Champion Siding. Right now, get 30% off your siding project. Enhance your curb appeal with new siding for a beautiful look that lasts as long as your home. Save 30% today. Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
Fox 55 News at 5 continues with Tara Bradley and Brian Miller, your hometown source for news.
Thank you for staying with us. We are following breaking news at this time that just came to the newsroom within the last 30 minutes or so. A man is dead this evening after a crash involving a semi. This happened in Adams County. Location, US 27 and County Road 400 North near Decatur. The Sheriff's Department says 68-year-old Neil Poling was going east on 400 North when he drove in front of a semi that did have the right-of-way. The semi T-boned the car, this one seen right here. Deputies say Poling died at the scene. Alcohol is not believed to have been a factor in this crash. The department is still investigating what happened. You can find updates on this story as we receive them by heading to our website, WFFT.com, and also downloading the free Fox 55 News app. We have a steamy start to this first full week of August. Yes, it is August already. Chief Meteorologist Beverly Perry joins us now with a look at current conditions. Any relief in sight for us, Beverly?
Yeah, actually, believe it or not, by the time Wednesday rolls around, we'll be like, what? It's really August? But yes, it really does feel like it right now. We have a partly to mostly sunny sky across the area, and look at the heat index values, or what it actually feels like. Wabash coming in at 99. 95 in Fort Wayne right now. Defiance matching that, and we're sitting at about 96 in Marion. Now through the rest of this evening, our heat index values will maintain the 90s through at least 8 o'clock, then dropping into about the middle 80s by about 9. But I alluded to some relief. We have showers and thunderstorms before that, before the relief arrives, and I'll have the timeline in moments.
Beverly, thank you. Overseas, Israel and Iran could soon be exchanging gunfire as tensions flare in the Middle East. Trey Yinks tells us more from Israel.
As the fighting grinds on in Gaza, Israel is gearing up for what could be a multi-front war against Iran and its proxies. Tensions have been escalating since Israel took out the Hamas political leader in Tehran. Now the Iranians are vowing to hit back with, quote, power and decisiveness, hinting that now could be the time for a major strike on Israel.
They are digging their own grave, and they will gradually get themselves buried in these swamps and holes.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told his cabinet on Sunday that the country is prepared for an all-out war with Iran, while also continuing the fight against proxy groups like Hezbollah and Hamas. They're also getting a hand from the U.S., which is positioning more forces in the region and sending General Michael Kurilla, the head of U.S. Central Command, to Tel Aviv to help coordinate Israel's defenses.
Their visible aggression is insatiable, but Israel is not helpless. We are determined to stand against them on every front, in every arena, far and near.
Meanwhile, Hezbollah continues firing rockets into northern Israel, wounding 2 IDF soldiers on Monday. But some experts say despite all the talk of war, Iran isn't looking for an expanded conflict at this time and will likely attempt a limited military response.
I really don't think Iran wants to get into a full-blown war, and I think that's why they're being calculated in what targets they're going to try to shoot down.
President Biden will discuss the latest developments with his National Security Council on Monday. In Haifa, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
Elon Musk is reopening a legal battle with OpenAI. Musk first sued the company and CEO Sam Altman in February, but later dropped the lawsuit in June without an explanation. The owner of X, formerly known as Twitter, co-founded OpenAI in 2015. Musk accused the company of abandoning its original nonprofit mission by reserving some of its most advanced AI technology for private customers. From the AI industry to the airline industry, Boeing executives will face some tough questions from the National Transportation Safety Board tomorrow. The NTSB is holding 2 days of public testimony on January's in-flight door plug blowout. 2 of the airline's senior executives are scheduled to appear. Part of the agenda includes questions about a lack of documentation that led to the plane getting to Alaska Airlines while missing some critical parts. Still ahead, wildfires out west that can impact the air we breathe in the Midwest. This week's Weather Wonders explains how after the break. Plus, the health of the U.S. economy continues to worry Wall Street. Why it's been a manic Monday when we come back.
Only Kittles has the best seats in the house. Now save up to 30% or more on a new sectional, sofa, or recliner. And visit Kittles.com to enter to win 4 seats at an Indiana Fever home game. For the best seats in the house, shop Kittles.
Northwell Service Center is proud to introduce new owner, Michelle Hench. The quality workmanship and professional service you've trusted for over 66 years will proudly continue as a woman-owned business. Northwell Service Center has been your go-to destination for reliable service, unbeatable customer satisfaction, and specials like this. All this month, get 10% off air conditioning service check and recharge for your vehicle. Stop in today for your auto maintenance, service, or repair, and say hello to Michelle. Continuing the tradition of excellence at Northwell Service Center, 522 Wallywood Drive, redefining automotive service.
At Asphalt Authority, we provide superior service from the ground up. Our service offerings include both commercial and residential asphalt maintenance in the greater Fort Wayne area. Our experienced team of professionals specialize in crack sealing, seal coating, which is the process of restoring and protecting asphalt surfaces with our environmentally friendly formula, and parking lot striping. With our experience and expertise, you can trust when you hire us you'll get quality every time. Give us a call today and let us show you why we are the Asphalt Authority.
911, what's your location?
I don't know. Some lady just ran red light and she's in.
Ma'am, I can get you help, but I need you to tell me where you are.
My friend in a taxi.
Hearing 911 calls like this provides all of us with a shocking dose of reality. But now that the emergency's over, this family's going to need a lot more help than 911. They're going to need us. If you've been injured, put a fighter on your side. Call Booker Sinak today.
Psoriasis all over. I couldn't get my hair done.
Then psoriatic arthritis. Cosentyx works on both for me.
People with psoriasis on the scalp have a 4 times higher risk for psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions, severe skin reactions that look like eczema, and an increased risk of infections, some fatal, have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
Still working for me.
Right now at Kittle's Mattress Max, get back-to-school savings up to $200 on select Serta mattresses. Queen-size mattresses start at just $198. Made in the USA, in stock and ready for immediate delivery. That's Kittle's Mattress Max.
Fox 55 Weather Wonders, sponsored by Centurion Exteriors. Every Monday on News at 5 and First at 10.
This evening, wildfire smoke remains overhead, coming from the Pacific Northwest. And even though it is more than 1,000 miles away, it can produce smoke in our neck of the woods and impact the air that we breathe. Meteorologist David Tillmans explains how in tonight's Weather Wonders.
Wildfire smoke from Canada or the western United States can remain suspended in the atmosphere for days and be carried thousands of miles away from their source. Wildfires create a lot of heat and instability towards the ground. Depending on the strength of the fire and local weather conditions, local atmospheric convection can carry smoke several miles above the surface, sometimes reaching elevations where these particles can easily be swept up by the jet stream. At these elevations, smoke plumes are also not impacted by rainfall, which can often bring small particles down to the surface and wash out air pollution. Wildfire smoke can remain suspended in the air for up to 2 weeks, and with upper-level wind speeds often exceeding 100 miles per hour, this gives plenty of time for these plumes to make a journey across the country. Higher concentrations of smoke can cause breathing issues for folks with respiratory troubles. Smoke can also irritate your eyes and nose, causing some coughing issues, and the smell may be nauseating to a few people. Visually, you will see a hazy or milky sky during the day. Smoke plumes can also make colors more vibrant during sunrise or sunset. For Weather Wonders, I'm meteorologist David Tillmans.
If you happen to have any weather questions, send them in by emailing weatherwonders@wfft.com. David will answer them every Monday night. Now for a look at your forecast, let's get to Beverly.
And now, from Fox 55 News, Chief Meteorologist Beverly Perry with your hometown forecast from the Fox 55 Severe Weather Center.
And we are actually currently seeing a little bit of haze in the upper levels of our atmosphere. It's not that clear blue, rich color that we typically see, so we still do have that wildfire smoke aloft in our atmosphere. This is a live look on the northwest side of Fort Wayne, seeing just that, and also quite a few puffy cumulus clouds, and quite frankly, it's a steamy one out there. Current heat index values, or what it actually feels like out there, up a degree now in Wabash. We are at 100 for the heat index. 95 in Fort Wayne, 97 in Columbia City, 95 in Hartford City and Bluffton, respectively. Now, our dew points are well into the 70s with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, resulting in those heat index values in the 90s. And that's going to be the same case through at least 8 o'clock. Then dropping into about the middle 80s by 9. So a toasty evening in store for us. But look what happens at 11 to about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's still going to be steamy, feeling like the low 80s. Now, we're going to maintain a partly to mostly cloudy sky through the rest of this evening, and overall just a stray thunder shower chance, but most locations empty-handed. We're going to have more shower and thunderstorm chances in store for us tomorrow. In the meantime, the overnight hours, we're looking at lows bottoming out right near 70 degrees, a very steamy night for us. And as we go throughout the day tomorrow, be sure to have the rain gear at the ready. Now, temperatures out the door, we're looking at right around the lower 70s, so a warm start to the day. Shower and thunderstorm chances pick up closer to midday and beyond. So the morning hours, that's going to be our driest point of the day. And then we have a boundary situated nearby. It'll slowly dive across the area, first stirring up some thunder shower chances along in north of 6 right around the lunch hour to 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we'll have some more activity blossom south of 30, some scattered showers and thunderstorms, some locally heavy downpours and gusty winds certainly cannot be ruled out. Snapshot right around 7 o'clock Tuesday evening. Still going to see those scattered showers and thunderstorms continue to pop up and die off across the area. We're talking temperatures. It's a wide spread of high temperatures tomorrow afternoon. We're keeping the clouds across our northern tier counties through the majority of the day, resulting in some cooler temperatures in about the middle 70s. And then we have the low to mid 80s through the midsection of our area. Mid to upper 80s for our southern tier counties. Are going to see quite a bit more sunshine than the rest of us. As for our storm chances, we're going to continue them through 7 o'clock, and then the cover starts to dwindle as it shifts off to the south and east, drying things out before midnight. We'll be tucked away under the cloud cover Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, since we'll still have quite a bit of moisture across the area. Some fog is expected too, but I promised you relief. When does that arrive? Hello, Wednesday. Look at that. Yes, it's still going to be humid, but tolerable. We love to hear that phrase, tolerable, not miserable. And it's still going to be tolerable through Thursday and even for Friday too. But hey, look at these temperatures. Did someone say cooler air? Here it is. 70s Wednesday, near 80 Thursday and Friday, and the weekend. You know what? It's making me feel like fall for the weekend with the temps in the mid-70s with some sunshine.
And as kids are heading back to school, that's comfortable.
Yes, it's definitely going to be a lot better for them going to school and coming home too, and enjoying some a little bit more refreshing air. It won't be feeling as sticky in the morning.
It'll be nice, kids, so you're going to have to go, and that's just life, you know. All right. Beverly, thanks. A new report says new homes are trending on the smaller side. In 2023, the median single-family home built was just over 2,200 square feet. That is down 9% from the 2015 peak size. Over that time, many formal dining rooms and bonus rooms, they simply disappeared. A National Association of Home Builders survey says 17% of home builders say they built homes on smaller lots in 2023 to support home sales. It was a manic Monday today on Wall Street as the Dow opened more than 1,000 points down amid growing concern over the U.S. economy. Lee Waldman delves deeper into the worry on Wall Street.
Panic at the stock exchange Monday. With markets around the world dipping sharply overnight, the Dow opened down more than 1,000 points, setting off alarm bells.
Uncertainty is our worst enemy, and panic is the ultimate uncertainty out there.
Investors appear anxious over the U.S. Federal Reserve's decision not to trim interest rates last week as it waits for inflation to fall further. But following Friday's disappointing July jobs report showing the U.S. unemployment rate ticking up to its highest level since October 2021, Fed Chair Jerome Powell's patience could be backfiring.
My guess is they're feeling a bit remorse that they didn't pull the trigger on that rate cut in July. That doesn't mean we necessarily will go into recession, but I think the financial markets do have it right.
Some traders are betting the U.S. central bank will be forced into a rare emergency rate cut, though some analysts say while this is possible, it may not be likely.
In all likelihood, the Fed wants to stick to its predetermined calendar.
The Fed still has a lot to consider before it slashes rates, according to many experts, and it's still too soon to tell if the economy is simply cooling as planned or headed for a deep freeze.
We've had some disappointing economic data. That is worrisome. That's far from a calamity. It's far from giving us proof that the economy is in contraction mode, broadly speaking.
In New York, I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
Snagged by a fisherman and then donated to a science center. Coming up, this cotton candy colored lobster. You got the story straight ahead. And then a friendship with a swine, but not a bad one. Meet man and this pig when Fox 55 News at 5 continues.
She doesn't mince words.
Why aren't you stopping the behavior if it's happening right in front of you?
Compassionate.
You should be mad at one person, and that's him.
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
Weekdays at 11 on Fox 55.
Looking for top quality tractors at unbeatable prices? Look no further than Plevna Implement Company. Save now on Massey Ferguson's 1700 and 1800 series compact tractors. Workhorses with unmatched performance, Massey Ferguson offers several models to handle any size job. Ask about our AGCO Plus Smart Rewards program. Earn points towards parts and repairs. Plus, get peace of mind with AGCO's Genuine Care Warranty. Hurry in today and explore the full lineup of rugged and dependable Massey Ferguson tractors at Plevna Implement Company, just 20 minutes north of Fort Wayne.
When misfortune strikes and you find yourself in need of auto body repair, remember, it's your decision where you go to get it fixed. Tell your insurance company you want Lauren's Body Shop in Bluffton. Since 1951, they've built their reputation on superior workmanship and customer satisfaction. They'll return your vehicle to pre-accident condition, and all work is guaranteed.
I am Greg Lobsiger. Check out our online Google reviews, then come see us at Lauren's Body Shop in Bluffton.
Whether it's early morning or late at night, wherever you may be, the Fox 55 Weather app has your latest weather updates right in the palm of your hand. The Fox 55 Weather app gives you accurate local weather wherever you are. Be the first to know about weather conditions, school cancellations, or delays. Watch the latest forecast when you want. Know what to expect for the day ahead with hourly updates and interactive radar. The Fox 55 Weather app. Get it today. Sponsored by Sheriff Goslin, the most trusted name in roofing since 1906.
You see these happy homeowners? They're smiling because they made the right decision. And that decision was to choose one of the best roofing companies around. Centurion Exterior's team of skilled professionals are committed to providing top quality services that enhance the beauty and functionality of your home. And as an Owens Corning preferred contractor, that means you get the best quality products as well. Call us today for a free roof estimate. Centurion Exteriors, because your home is your castle.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8/7 Central on Fox.
When news happens,
police didn't have to go far.
Fox 55 is there.
The weather forecast you need to know.
Fox 55 at 5/6 and first at 10.
A cotton candy-colored crustacean is making headlines after a very rare 1 in 100 million appearance. Jeremy Roth shows us in tonight's Take a Look at This.
A New Hampshire Marine Science Center is now the home to a rare, and I'm talking ultra-rare, cotton candy lobster. According to reporting by seacoastonline.org, the Seacoast Science Center said the uniquely colored crustacean was snared by a lobster fisherman and donated to the center. So how rare are we talking here? Well, look at it this way. Recently, a Colorado Red Lobster, the restaurant, spared a rare orange lobster, the crustacean, from the boiling pot and instead donated it to the Denver Aquarium, saying the bright orange color is rare to the tune of about 1 in 30 million. Compare that to the bluish-purple cotton candy-colored category, which reportedly clocks in at a 1 in 100 million occurrence. An unexpected sighting of a rare and furry fish out of water, so to speak, popped up in California as the elusive surf dog species put on a super cute clinic of puppy point breaking. Pacifica was the scene of the World Dog Surfing Championships, where a who's who of hanging 10, or 8, I guess, were judged on surf style and substance. But let's be honest, the real winners were all the puppy-loving spectators.
For me, it's not competition. For me, it's just watching all the dogs surf.
Finally, one last critter rarity is turning heads at the Mississippi Valley Fair.
If you look here, this is why he's odd. He's got 4 legs.
This newly hatched 4-legged chick is a roughly 1 in 10 million occurrence, according to the baby bird's handler. He says chicks are hatched all the time at the fair, but for folks who flock to gawk at unique livestock, this one definitely has a leg up on the competition. 2, actually. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
And now you're about to meet a man with a very out-of-the-ordinary companion. And he says it's brought special meaning to his life and his community as well. Michael Germain reports on the unlikely relationship with a pet pig.
When Bernard Cudel lost his son and cat, he longed for a new companion. But what he found was far from an ordinary pet.
I said, no, I would kind of like a pig.
And the rest is history.
I just love him. I can't say enough.
Cudel says that getting the pig after his son's passing was truly therapeutic for his overall well-being.
He was therapy, but it was continuous, 24/7. I did not leave his side for a year and a half.
When Cudel's health started to decline earlier this year, neighbors rallied to find a place for Utah. And that is when Carla Topin stumbled upon a Facebook post.
She goes, we're looking for a home for Utah because my stepdad is just not able to care for him anymore.
Topin reached out to Cudel and arranged to come over and meet the pig. Topin thought keeping the pig for herself wouldn't be in the best interest for Cudel, so she threw out a suggestion.
Maybe I take him for visits and stop in and help you. And he goes, you do that for me? And I said, well, absolutely. Your pig loves you and you love your pig.
So they made the arrangement, and as soon as Cudel began to feel better, it was time to be reunited with his best friend.
She helped me out, and now my health is better again.
Utah has made himself at home, even becoming a well-known figure throughout the neighborhood.
Oh, my Utah. The public has just been overwhelming, you know, and it's every day I get company, carloads.
Puts a smile on people's faces. That was Michael Germain reporting. And now from pigs to these puppies. Here's some good news for dogs who prefer Dolce & Gabbana over toilet water. The company has released a designer fragrance for dogs. As you can see, it is called Fifi, in honor of Domenico Dolce's canine of the same name. According to the D&G website, the perfume Fifi is a, quote, olfactory masterpiece featuring a touch of musk and the creamy undertones of sandalwood. Get this, a bottle of Fifi costs, it's not outrageous, $109. That's not totally outrageous.
No,
okay.
No.
It comes with a D&G collar and, of course, tag as well. $109.
I wonder what that smells like with wet dog.
You could always buy it and find out.
No, I'd rather not. I'd rather
put it on your dog and see what happens. That's a pretty expensive perfume.
Yes, it is for puppers.
Keep it here. We are back in 2 minutes with more news and weather and sports.
Weather is different all over the world, but for us, what matters most is knowing what to expect every day.
Fox 55 Severe Weather Center team is ready. Weeknights at 5 and 6.
On the next Big Bang Theory.
Tomorrow, we'll go downtown and get married.
Or we could go to Beverly Hills City Hall if you want a destination wedding.
Do you, Amy, take this man-child?
Do we need a blood test?
No.
Well, then how will you know whether or not we have syphilis?
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 7 on Fox 55 Fort Wayne.
It's finally lake season. Need a new bed for your lake cottage? We'll deliver it, set it up, and take away the old. No problem. Love your mattress today and sleep on it tonight.
Mattress Warehouse. Sleep on it tonight.
Are you behind on your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about, and we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today.
Please call 800-435-8578.
At New Bath Today, we believe bathing should be safe and worry-free. Unfortunately, slip and fall accidents from old outdated tubs are all too common. The solution? The new walk-in shower. With the Kohler Luxstone shower system, enjoy easy access with a slip-resistant shower base, low barrier entry, grab bars, adjustable shower heads, and recessed shelving. Prepare to be wowed with our selection of shower walls. Schedule your free in-home estimate. You'll design every feature on a tablet. And in as little as a day, enjoy your new shower. Call New Bath today.
Think of the most fun you've ever had. Now think Four Winds Casino, South Bend. Because if life's a journey, this is the destination. Welcome to the entertainment capital of the Midwest. Are you ready to play? We are. Four Winds Casino, South Bend.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
Come see us for our lowest prices of the season sale going on now. Best of all, we stock most everything we display, so you can love it today and sleep on it tonight.
Mattress Warehouse. Sleep on it tonight.
You're watching Fox 55 Fort Wayne.